Hey guys, what's up? I'm gonna do another type of different video today. Today I am going to be answering questions about my relationship. I don't know if you call this like a preface or whatever, but because I did post on my social medias that I was going to film a get ready with me while answering these questions, but I didn't really want to wear makeup or put on like face makeup. I just put on like eye makeup and that was it. So yeah, I'm here now just making a video about it. I also don't want the video to be so long, and all the questions I got were about my relationship and nothing else, so I'm just going to make a whole separate video for it. For those who don't know, I am in a long distance relationship. I live in New Jersey, my boyfriend lives in Ohio. I am 18 and he is 17. My name is Molly, obviously. His name is Noah. We met on Instagram. We've been together. Next month, April 16th, will be our 2 years. That was just a little backstory on my relationship. Since I did just bring my social medias back and all of my followers are locals, I didn't get a lot of individual questions. I got a couple questions that had multiple questions in them and would turn into one long response. So therefore I am making a whole video about it. So the first question that I got was off my Facebook, or this is one of the questions that had a ton questions in one. So the first part was, how did I meet Noah, my boyfriend? Like I said before, I met on Instagram. I had a spam account about 2.5, almost 3 years ago. I don't have one anymore. This was before those Finsta accounts were a thing. They were mostly just spam accounts, and I guess if you want to call it, little spam community was like the thing on Instagram. And I don't know, he found me and was commenting on all my posts, and yeah, so I followed him back, and I was kind of really intrigued since then. He already knows all of this, but yeah. So another part of the question was, how long have we been dating? So April 16, 2016 is when we first started dating. So this April 2016, oh my god, I can't talk. This April 16th, next month, will be our 2 years. And then I got a couple random questions from the same person. She is my friend, and she just has a couple questions, so I'm going to answer those real quick. What's my favorite thing to do in my spare time? I really just like YouTube, and I play The Sims a lot. I want to make sim videos soon, but I don't really have editing and recording equipment for that, so. And then, would you ever like to visit Scotland, and what would you do if you came? I'd come see you. I don't really know what there's much to do in Scotland. The girl asked these questions from Scotland. The last question that's not about my relationship is, what's my dream job or life goal? I have a lot of career options that I would like to do. I don't have one set thing. I would like to be Megan Fox's makeup artist. And then I got another question on my Instagram, and she said, I'm definitely curious about what it's like trust-wise with a long-distance relationship, because I'm going to college next year, probably somewhat far, like 2 to 3 years. 2 to 3 hours away, and my boyfriend is staying home at OCC, and I just want to know how like the communication changes with that type of situation. So, but I don't really know, because I've always been in a long-distance relationship. I've never, been with him for all this time, and then I'd have to like go to a different state or hours away or vice versa. So it's trust-wise, for me, I have really bad trust problems because just situations I've been in kind of affects it. It makes it tough. It makes you overthink and paranoid about a lot of things. But I think trust-wise, as long as he 110% trusts you, and as long as you 100% trust him, as well as 110% trusting yourself, you should have no problem. Communication-wise, you're not going to be able to go down the street to his house if your boyfriend even lived down the street from you. You're not going to be able to go over there in a 5-minute drive. I mean, I talk to my boyfriend every single day of my entire life. I think there might have been a period, like a time, where we didn't talk for maybe like a whole day and a half because he got his phone taken away or his phone broke, because that has happened multiple times. But I don't think the communication really changes if you guys put in the effort. So if you guys FaceTime, Skype, I personally do not like Skype, text, call, like all that. And if you guys are kind of like iffy about trust and stuff like that, you guys can put on your location. You can download Life 360. My mom has Life 360 on me to know where I am. Yeah, I have my boyfriend's location on. He has my location on all times. Like, it's kind of like a trust thing. Like, I like having his location on because I feel safe. Like, I know he's safe, I know he's okay. And yeah, so I don't think the communication will change if you put in the effort and love each other, and it will only change if you let it, you know? Talk about everything, never leave a detail out, like always be honest, and always just always talk as much as you can. Another question that I got was, how do you manage a long distance relationship? I think this is one of the questions that people in long distance relationships get the most. It's hard because I never pictured myself actually dating someone in a long distance relationship. Like 2.5 years ago, like 2.5-3 years ago, I never really thought about it, like maybe talking to someone, but like being in a serious like relationship like I am now, I never pictured myself doing it. I never even pictured myself getting in a relationship in my life because I thought that I never would. It's sad, it's depressing, it's hard. But you know how people will say like, oh, we broke up because of the distance, you couldn't handle it. Excuse my language, but you're a pussy. If you love someone and you want to be with someone, you care about them, and the distance for you is not an issue and distance for them is not an issue, then don't be a little... It is true, the end goal is to be distance, no longer be long distance. It is to live together. I plan to move there after sometime I turn 19. I turn 19 this July. Hopefully next fall or next July I'll be in Ohio living with him permanently. He will be 18. I've been out to see him 3 times. I really love when my camera stops recording. As I was saying, personally, me being the most insecure person I've ever met, the most paranoid person, the most selfish person, it's really hard for me to be in a relationship. We both plan on marrying each other and being with each other for the rest of our entire lives. You know, when you meet the person that you know you're gonna marry, it's kind of like, it's like you just know, like it's a set thing. So that kind of helps the distance, like, you know, we're gonna be together forever, like in the end we're gonna be together eventually, permanently. We'll never have to leave ever again unless it's to go back home for holiday or something, you know. Just always talk to each other as much as possible, always be consistent, never lie. We can't lie to each other. I tell him absolutely every single thing. Everything. I tell him everything. And my friend says something that I didn't like, I will tell him. I will tell that boy every single entire thing. And he tells me literally every single entire thing too. I don't know if that's just because that's who we are as people. Like, so another thing is, don't let your insecurities get in the way, because there's been too many times that I've let that happen to me, and I let my insecurities eat everything in my life, and it was bad. I went through this patch, and I'm still trying to get over, where I was highly envious and highly jealous and overly insecure over this girl on Instagram and her life, and I'm still trying to get over it, but I'm getting so much better, and that just ruined, that made a big, huge, big, terrible patch for me in my life. I was being so sad and crying and jealous all the time, and he doesn't want to hear that because he doesn't care about any of the girls that aren't me. Every day of my entire life, on FaceTime when we sleep, FaceTime when we wake up, all the time. I'm constantly on FaceTime with him, constantly talking to him. Some people think that might be too much, And there are times where you can say, I don't want to be on the phone, like I've been on the phone too much, like I just want to like calm down, lay down, relax by myself, and we'll give each other that like couple hours of space that they needed, and just like that, or like vice versa. So yeah, just always try and give them as much reassurance, attention as possible. Just be yourself and be honest, and just be happy. Love each other and support each other no matter what. And I hope everyone gets to experience a love like ours. It's amazing and it's great. Hopefully soon I can possibly persuade Noah to come on camera. He's not one for camera. I know a lot of guys really aren't. Respect too, that's another thing. You gotta respect them and understand them. Be open-minded in a relationship. I will leave my Instagram down below, and my Snapchat down below, and my Tumblr, my Poshmark, Depop, Mercari, all that good stuff. So I love you guys. I'll be back next week. My hair is already fading. I don't know what video to make next week, so if you guys have any suggestions, DM me on Instagram or comment below. Alright, I love you guys. Bye.